Hey guys, it's G and
Nick
from the F Word here to review for you Thor Ragnarok. We just saw Thor Ragnarok.
We did.
How'd you feel about it?
It was amazing.
You thought it was amazing, right?
I enjoyed it a lot. Yourself?
Hell of a lot. I enjoyed the crap out of myself. It was actually like a fun movie experience. It was just fun as hell to watch. Yeah. This is a spoiler review, but you should go see this. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the big spoiler right there.
That's the major spoiler.
You need to go see this movie. It's amazing.
But now for the real spoilers in 5, 4, 3. Let's just fucking do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so the good things. Nick, start us off. What were your favorite moments in this movie that kind of just got you?
The comedic value, like him and Loki in the same screen, in the same shots. The part where they're coming out of the elevator, where he's like, "Okay, you want to do the help save me?
Help me game." Yeah. Oh man,
that was just so good. What does he do? This is your favorite part. Just throws them into.
I'm in the theater, like. He just throws them. That was the whole thing. It's like 1, 2, 3, boom.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
I hate this part.
That was so good. It's a classic.
It's a classic.
So good.
Yeah.
Any other ones that kind of just stood out for you? So we got that one. Aside from the Loki and Thor stuff, were there also other kind of matchups that you really liked? I mean,
Thor and the Hulk,
for sure,
with their scenes, and then with when Banner comes back, and it's and when they're talking about we fought, did you, who won? I did, decidingly or whatever. That doesn't sound right.
Easily.
It was right.
Well, and the funny thing was it was in the trailer, so was he's a friend from work, but then when you're watching it in there, and I've seen that trailer, the first trailer, but when you see it in there, it's still really funny, and it still landed and it hit, and it worked so good.
Yeah.
The Banner and Thor thing was really good.
The part in the beginning where he's sitting hanging, he's slowly turning. I'm coming back around, I swear. Just give me a minute.
And they changed that. They changed a couple things. In the first trailer had him saying, "Now I know what you're thinking, how do we get here?" while he's spinning around in that thing.
Yeah.
But it was actually in the cage that he was caught in Suitor's lair, pretty much hell, is where they are, right? Because, I mean, they're trying to stop Ragnarok because Hela, who turns out to be his sister, Odin's first daughter, and then they ended up, riding together and waging war and conquering and everything. Yeah. And then he wanted to be the benevolent god, and she pretty much was banished, but Asgard gives her powers. That's pretty much the whole thing. And Thor's trying to stop it.
I love how within the first few minutes of the movie, the hammer just gone.
Everything that you needed it to set up was just boom, 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 and then you're in Sitar, and you're getting into the They wasted no time in getting us to the Thor and Hulk fight.
Yeah,
which was awesome.
Yeah,
I'm with you on the Loki and Thor relationship, the Banner and Thor relationship. I loved the Valkyrie and Thor relationship. Their banter, everybody that was just in that Revengers team, was just so good, and their timing was really good, and it was cool how they made her the Valkyries being the Valkyries, this kind of drunk that's fighting guys in arenas, making money, and just drinking her sorrows away because some pretty crazy stuff happened to her in the past.
Altogether, I think you're right. The chemistry with each of the actors, I think, altogether just made it a great movie. So I don't know, lots of funny parts, lots of great scenes. Yeah, it's hard to pinpoint.
I actually lost control of myself in this movie 2 times.
Okay,
where I just was overwhelmed by what was going on. And I'm a big guy when it comes to music cues and what's going on screen.
Yeah.
When the Immigrant song came in the beginning for that fight and came at the end for that fight, it was no, just stop. You're killing me here. I was done. I just got filled with just all this exciting emotion, and it was so good. And you actually got to see him fight as Thor in the funnest way possible. Yeah. It went one with the hammer and one when he becomes, the lightning god kind of thing. Yeah. Those 2 scenes for me, those were the best fighting scenes I've seen almost in any Marvel movie. And I'm trying to remember, but I'm not sure. But just It's part the song and part what was going on, but I was just losing it.
You know, it's a good scene when like they have the right music, they have the right fight scene, and you just want to be in there fighting with them, and you're like, I just want to get in there. Right?
And it reminds me, like when I play PS4 a lot of times, like after I'm done the regular game, I'll just put on Spotify and I'll have like my own music playing.
Yeah.
So let's say Shadow of War is a Lord of the Rings game. I had the Lord of the Rings theme song playing, so I'm going in there wasting fools, and it's going in. Like it would reminded me of like playing a fighting game with my own like playlist on there, and it was just so much fun.
Yeah.
Any other stuff that really stood out that you liked?
No, just, you know what, like the special effects, everything together, I think just was tied in really nicely. Yeah. I heard for this movie that there was actually 20 different special effects teams working on it as one unit. And like for them to make everything look consistent, like there was no, you know, like they wanted to make sure that the Hulk and Thor and everybody looked consistent in the whole movie. And I think they did a fantastic job of it. I don't know if it was something that I never knew about. I knew about going in, you know, and I kind of looked for it. But yeah, I think it was just seamless.
What did you think of the 3D?
You know what? I think it was cool, but it wasn't necessary.
Me too. I'm sitting there and I'm like, there was a couple scenes. There was that, it was in the trailer, but it was actually a flashback for Valkyrie's, like when it all happened, because Loki like tapped into her brain. That was that was a beautiful looking scene.
Yeah.
Like you saw it in the trailers, it looked good. It looked even better in the movie, and it was just so cool to watch. That maybe would have probably been the best part for the 3D.
Yeah.
But the rest of it was a cash grab. Let's get rid of 3D altogether. Cate Blanchett as Hela. Loved her.
Amazing.
And I love that effect with like her hair going back and going into the
crown,
her
kind of thing.
And holy crap, that was awesome.
Just every time it's like this is like battle mode.
And that's why you get someone like Cate Blanchett to do those roles. Like she crushed it. Yeah. She was so good. She was menacing, just unrelenting, and just went for it. Yeah, it was pretty freaking awesome. Jeff Goldblum was fun.
I was just going to say, actually, like, so surprised by his character and how good he was. Just goofy, but, like, you know, he played a solid
He's still
dude.
Fit. It's still kind of fit in that world. Awesome. And it's almost like, it was like they just filmed Jeff Goldblum at home because he's such a weird guy, and everyone's like, there's always like this. He's a legend now at this point. He's like the Chuck Norris meme. But yeah, he was really good. The fight with Thor and Hulk was a lot of fun. It was a little short, but you know, it was still a lot of fun. Yeah. But yeah, like those are all the good. There's a lot of good things. We pretty much summed up the majority of the movie. Yeah. But now we're gonna get to. So, any negatives on your part?
You know what? My negative is going to be kind of what my positive was too. I like the humor, the sense of humor. I thought at sometimes was a little overdone.
Okay. Yeah,
like fair. I'm not saying that it was like, you know, whatever, but there are certain parts like near the end there where Asgard's blowing up.
Yeah.
And the blue dude, and I forget his name, The Rock.
Oh my god, I knew I kept saying his name over and over. I love that guy. That guy was
hilarious. But like at that point, good. Like it's supposed to be this like, you know, pivotal scene, and he's like, oh yeah, there's no foundation now. Like,
and the whole thing is destroyed. At least at that point, and I don't remember how Loki got off there. They never actually showed it because he went in to go unleash Suitor again, because all it took was the eternal flame to, you know, to bring back people to life. Like that's what it's for. But yeah, there were scenes like that. I think maybe my only negative would be that it just, you never felt any weight to anything. Like there was importance because Chris Hemsworth just crushed it and his comedic timing was great. It just didn't seem like that end of the world Ragnarok type of movie, but I didn't care because, again, it was, you know, they switched it and saying, well, maybe we do need to unleash Ragnarok to be able to stop Hela. Like, we think she's going to bring it. Well, we're going to bring it. And he becomes the god of thunder and does that. So was there a lot of weight? Not a whole hell of a lot of, like, just actual, like, things are going down. But that's what Infinity War was going to be. Like,
I can't believe we forgot to mention, Matt frickin' Damon.
Matt freaking Damon.
Matt freaking Damon.
Unbelievable.
Oh.
Unbelievable, like
Oscar-winning performance right there too.
How could we forget?
Me and you were killing ourselves laughing. Like the scene had passed, and we were still laughing about that scene.
How could I forget about that? It was so early on. Yeah, like we're cutting into our bad stuff because honestly, like we had a good time with the movie.
It was a blast.
Like, sure, some technical.
Even our bad stuff is weak.
Even our bad stuff is weak.
It was a good movie.
I can't think of anything that's actually bad. But yeah, in the opening scene when like Loki is Odin, right? Because he tricked everybody and banished, or Odin, whatever it was. But yeah, he's like putting on this play, and it's Matt freaking Damon. like retelling the story about how Loki died
from the last one
from the Dark World. Oh man, so good.
Yeah.
So should you watch this? Yeah. If you want to actually enjoy yourself, we're going to talk more on tomorrow's show about how this fits in the MCU and go a little further with that. No spoilers because it is a regular show. But yeah, I don't know, Nick. Should you watch this?
Absolutely. Absolutely should go watch it. It's a great movie. It's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. I watched it a couple of times. It was just kind of one of those ones where, you know, you're going in, you're going to get entertained. And that's what it's all about, right? Yeah. Like, it was hilarious. It was such a good show.
And that was a thing.
And it went quick. I know it was a short film, but like... It went, you were constantly on your seat. You were constantly like into the movie. No bathroom breaks. Forget it.
No.
Didn't need it.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not one of those things where if you take a bathroom break, you're going to miss a lot, but you're going to miss the jokes. You're going to miss some really good character moments with people. And I'm just so glad they took Thor this route. Yeah. Like, I like the first one. Did you like the first one?
I did, yeah.
Did you like the second one?
Yeah. I thought they were both pretty good. Like, you know, I like the first one better.
Yeah. And I think just because I like Thor and I like Chris Hemsworth, but this is just like...
Yeah.
This was the Thor that they should have just done.
It was
I mean, I'm glad that they did it, and Taika Waititi killed it.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anything more?
No. Go see the movie.
Go see the movie.
And you're welcome.
Nick G. We're out.
See ya.
Thor Ragnarok!